Afternoon po mga kababayan mo. Sir, this is Jam, the Filipino channel, ang inyo pong lingkod. So today is April 22, 2026 at tayo ngayon napupunta dyan sa may East Rimbo, sa may 20th Avenue, East Rimbo, Taguig po yan. At dadalhin po natin sa may Pangko Street, Palangka Street, Palangka, San Lorenzo, Makati po yan. Magbabalik po tayo mamaya konti po pag nakakuha na po natin sila. Disclaimer lamang po, ang content po natin ay kalsada at hindi ang passenger. Kaya naman, sakali man po na marinig kayo mga pangalan ng lugar, pangalan ng tao, pangalan ng organization sa government o private niyan, ay wala pong kinalaman ng channel na ito at wala pong pinapatungkulan. Lahat po ng pinag-uusapan dito ay pawang dito lamang po yan sa loob at wala pong pinapatungkulan sa labas. Okay po, magbabalik po tayo mamaya konti pag nakuha na po natin sila.
Honorable Abante, please be reminded that the subject matter of our subpoena for AMLA are not bank records, but AMLA reports on covered and suspicious transactions.
I stand corrected, Madam Chair. Pero yun po yung katanungan ko, baka mayroon pong covered o suspicious transaction dyan sapagkat napakaliit po ng halaga na sinabi ni Senator Trillanes na ibinigay po ni Sammy Uy at pinangko. Gusto ko rin po malaman kung ito pong lahat ay nasa pangalan ni Vice President Sara.
That is a question for AMLC, Honorable Abante.
Unang-una po ay AMLC, yung mga bank transactions. Pangalawa po yung kay Senator Trillanes.
The answer of the AMLC should be limited to what appears only in the report.
Madam Chair, may I confirm whose transactions are we referring to? Because as part of the subpoena, we are only limited to disclose transactions of Vice President and her spouse. So for any other transactions, we are not. Well, we don't have it with us, and we cannot even disclose it because it's not part of the subpoena, Madam Chair.
We defer to AMLC on that. The inquiries with the AMLC should be limited to the
Madam
subject
Chair,
matter of the subpoena.
I am not fully convinced with the answer of the AMLAC on this.
Yes, Honorable Abante,
I would like
but
to be very much convinced on this, Madam Chair, because it is a serious talk. This is an impeachment complaint, Madam Chair, and we're not trying to make the Vice President guilty, but we are establishing probable cause in all of this proceeding.
Dito na tayo.
Madam Chair.
can you make your question for AMLC specific?
Yes, gusto ko lang sabihin na hindi ako masyadong kumbinsido sa pinabanggit ng AMLAC ngayon. Yun lang po ang gusto sabihin. Okay. Pangalawa, yung pong tanong ko kanina kay Senator Trillanes.
Opo. So, ito pong nung pinofile namin itong si Sammy Uy, talagang siya ang tagabigay during the time ni Duterte. We have informants na nagsasabi na si Sammy Uy ang tagabigay talaga dun sa mga anak. Yung mga kinikita nila Michael Yang, so merong sosyo, may dividendo po. Yung bukod sa mga na-record sa banking system, meron din pong cash. So mabigat po yung naging partnership nila.
So, habang, Madam Chair, habang pinapakinggan ko po ang naging presentation at testimony ni former Senator Trillanes, I think it is important to put on record na ang narinig natin ngayon na hindi lamang haka-haka o mere accusation na walang basehan. Nakita po natin lahat ang ating nalaman dito. May basehan lahat ng sinabi ng resource person ngayon at bilang isang miyembro ng committee, ang takeaway ko dito ay simple lang. These are matters that deserve verification. Ang mga mga inilalahad ngayon ay nangangailangan ng mataimtim
Good
na
afternoon.
pagsusuri.
Good afternoon po. Ma'am
Hindi naman po natin sinasabi
Micaela.
dito na ito na ang subalit may sapat na basihan para sabihin na kailangan pa itong suriin ng mas maigi. May I continue on with my manifestation, Madam Chair?
You may continue, Honorable Abante.
Gusto ko lang pong sabihin sa aking manifestation, bakit po kinakailangan sumipot ni Vice President Sara dito? Alam nyo, Madam Chair at my dear colleagues,
Hindi naman
ang
to
hirap
one way,
sa
no?
atin,
Hindi naman po.
kapag
Sa BGC
ordinaryong
po
tao ang may kaso,
Saan po ba yung alam yung daan, ma'am?
arrested
Ay,
agad.
po, sure. Baka lang po doon kayo
Pero kapag
pinapadaan.
bilyon na ang pinag-uusapan, biglang confidential o kaya busy sa trabaho, iniwala po ako that when serious allegations are raised, Congress has only one responsibility: to act, to examine, to let the process move forward. Ako po ay disappointed na wala ang ating Vice President. But I'm not surprised. Madam Chair, I'm not surprised. Pero mas maganda sana kung nandito siya sapagkat palagay ko nakikinig siya. Alam niya lahat ng pinag-uusapan dito eh. Oo. Now, the Vice President has shown a pattern. Matapang sa salita, pero umiiwas sa tanong. She is tough when speaking to media, when issuing statements, pero kapag haharap sa proseso, biglang nawawala. Madam Chair, this is not only about attendance. This is a preview of leadership. Sabihin ko ulit, a preview of leadership. Binanggit niya na gusto niya maging Pangulo ng Pilipinas. So, ibig sabihin, pag siya Pangulo ng Pilipinas, hahayaan niya na pupunta lang sa media ang isang leader ng bansa upang sabihin ng mga bagay na ito kaysa siya ay humarap sa committee na siya nag-iimbestiga. A leader, Madam Chair, who avoids questions sends a dangerous message. That power is above accountability. Hindi pwedeng piliin lang kung kailan ka sasagot. Public office demands transparency because, as the Constitution says, public office is a public trust, especially when the questions are quite serious. Now, we have seen this before. Toughness directed at those who cannot fight back. Remember the Sheriff Shipan, matapang sa mga taong walang laban. Real leadership is tested when you face scrutiny, not when you avoid. So batay po sa affidavit ni Senator Trillanes, Madam Chair, mahigit 111 million ang pumasok sa mga accounts ni VP Sara as of April 2016 pa lamang. May mga summary of deposits din na nagpapakita ng mahigit na 2.4 billion pesos na dumaloy sa account nila, silang dalawa, ni dating Pangulong Duterte. Dahil this is not political harassment. Madam Vice President, hindi po ito chismis. Ito ay mga bank records na sinasabing similar sa hawak ng AMLC. Kapag mali ang computation ng Senator Trillanes, sana pumunta po kayo rito, Madam Vice President, upang i-correct niyo kami. The simple life image, Madam Chair, sinasabi ninyo, Madam Vice President, na simple lamang ang buhay niyo. Pero ang dami niyong abogado. Pero paano naging simple ang buhay kung may daang-daang milyong pisong payout mula sa isang tao na iniuugnay sa droga at sa pogo? Transparency is a must, Madam Chair. At sabi nga po, sinabi ko na nung una kong manifestation dito, dalawang konstitusyon ang pinapaniwalaan ko. Ang Konstitusyon ng Republika ng Pilipinas at ang Biblical Constitution na ang sabi, the truth shall set you free. Pero sa Kongreso, ang truth ay makikita lamang kung sasagot ka sa tanong. Oo, you are the second official of this land. Hindi pwedeng sa video ka lamang sumasagot habang kami rito ay naghahanap ng katotohanan. Madam Chairwoman, it is high time for Vice President Sara to face these allegations of ill-gotten and hidden wealth. Ill-gotten and hidden wealth. Ayaw kong maniwala sana rito. But if the Vice President will appear here and explain all of these allegations, then we will be able to find out the real truth of the matter. Show us your SALN. Explain the Sami Uy check. And prove to the Filipino people na ang yaman ninyo, Madam President, Madam Vice President, ay galing sa pawis, hindi sa payout. Huwag po tayong magtago sa sayaw na tinatawag nating confidentiality. Yan lamang po ang aking manifestation, Madam Chair. Salamat.
The committee notes the manifestation of the Honorable Abante. Honorable
Acknowledge after conversation.
Honorable Sendanya and then Honorable Mika Gonzalez.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Good afternoon. Nasa pang siguro 8 oras na yata tayo ng conversation today. Pero sigurado po ako marami sa ating mga
And we
kababayan.
have 2 more resource persons.
Yes, Madam Chair, we'll keep it brief. Magandang hapon po, Senator Trillanes.
Magandang hapon, Your Honor.
Dito po sa sa Annex A, sa inyo pong sinupang salaysay, nandito po yung BPI Julia Vargas branch sa Ortigas. Ito po ba yung may confirmed na transaction dated February 25, 2010, similar to the transaction made by Sami Uy to Sara Duterte and former President Rodrigo Duterte?
I will check on that. Yung kay Sami Uy kasi account po niya yun na binigay niya na in-encash na manager's checks nila Sara Duterte and the other family members. Pero yung sa Julia Vargas, ito yung main account na joint ni Sara Duterte and ni Rodrigo Duterte, Your Honor.
Maraming salamat po, Madam Chair, Mr. Senator. Kahapon po kasi nabanggit ko kanina, nag-deposit po ako sa account na ito ng 448 pesos. So we'd like to request the Secretariat to kindly share and show to Senator Trillanes the deposit slip for him to confirm if this is the said joint account ni VP Sara Duterte and former President Rodrigo Duterte.
Comsec, please approach Honorable Sendanya. You will be showing the deposit slip to Senator Trillanes for his confirmation whether the accounts are the same.
The deposit was made yesterday, April 21, 2026, and the amount was 448 pesos.
Yes, I confirm, Your Honor, na this is the same account of the Sara and Rodrigo Duterte.
Would you like to submit the deposit slip to the committee to form part of the records of our proceedings?
I'd like to submit the said deposit slip to the committee as part of the proceeding for today.
Often I will receive the deposit slip.
Madam Chair, Mr. Senator, can you confirm kung dito po ba sa BPI Julia Vargas na account ito pumapasok? Ito pong drug money ni VP Sara at former President Rodrigo Duterte.
Ito po ang main account na kita ko na pinagdadaluyan ng malalaking deposito. So yan po ang aming conclusion, Your Honor. So initially, from 2011 to 2013, noong mga panahon na yun, every 6 months, cheque ang ini-issue ni Sammy Uy sa bawat miyembro ng pamilya. But at some point, nag-shift sila doon na lang sa inter-branch transfers, Your Honor. So, pero makikita nyo pa rin the same dates and months nagpapasok po ng pera, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Senator. Madam Chair, for the record po, Mr. Senator, kung ating pong susumahin, magkano po kaya yung pumasok na pera mula po dito kay Sammy Uy at pa sa ibang mga sources pagdating po sa usapin ng drug money? Ano pong estimate natin? Or kung may total po ba kayo, kung i-add natin ito?
Is it part of your affidavit, Senator Trillanes, the total amount?
Yes, but the total amount with the checks, 181 million, Your Honor. Pero yung sa main account, yun yung 2.4 billion pesos. Kung ang conclusion ko personally is dito pumapasok yung Sammy Uy dividends. So that's the whole thing, Your Honor. But that is my conclusion, Your Honor.
Again, Madam Chair, Mr. Senator, magkano po ulit?
Bali 2.4 billion pesos yung pumasok sa mga accounts ni Sara Duterte and Digong Duterte, Your Honor.
2.4 billion pesos. Madam Chair, just a very brief manifestation to cap this questioning. Sa impeachment hearing na ito, ang dami pa rin naiiwan na tanong ng taong bayan. Marami pong nasagot mula kanina umaga hanggang ngayong hapon, pero mas marami po yung malalalim na tanong. Gaya ng, kung nagbigay ang isang alleged drug lord ng 100 milyong piso o pwedeng bilyong piso pa sa mga Duterte, ano po kaya ang kapalit? Again, kung sila ay tumanggap ng milyon o bilyong piso mula sa isang drug lord, ano po kaya ang kapalit? Pero po, itong tanong na ito, we can answer at patuloy nating sasagutin in the future. Pero ang sigurado ho tayo ngayon, ito ang sure tayo, walang nag-reflect na bilyong-bilyong piso sa SAL-N ni VP Sara. With this sworn testimony and AMLC's report, sana sapat na ho ang batayan ng House of Representatives. Sapat na. We have already established enough probable cause in this impeachment case against the Vice President. Dapat po sagutin ito ni VP Sara sa Senado at dapat po siya managot sa taong bayan. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Saldana. Now we recognize the Honorable Pica Gonzalez.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So given that we have two more resource persons, I will just make my question very brief. I would like to address my question to former Senator Trillanes. Senator Trillanes, nag-file po ba kayo ng complaint laban kay VP Sara before the office of the Ombudsman?
Yes, Your Honor. Nag-file kami last January and it's part of the annexes na isinubmit po namin sa Committee Secretary, Your Honor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Pangalawang tanong po, ano po yung relasyon ng salaysay ninyo ngayon versus po dun sa final yung complaint sa Ombudsman?
Ang paniniwala ko po kasi, ang impeachment is basically administrative in nature. So ang penalty niya is only removal from office. Pero yung final namin po na criminal complaint, ito po may penalty ng pagkakulong. Although yan po ay magiging desisyon ng Ombudsman kung ipo-pursue niya yung investigation at kung matuloy po yung conviction dito sa impeachment case, Your Honor, ay pwede nang isampa yun sa Sandigan Bayan pagka natapos na po yung investigation po doon. So, what po siya? It can go hand in hand, Your Honor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Last question na po. Gusto ko lang po itanong sa ating resource person na Senator Trillanes. Pareho lang po ba yung ebidensya na sinabit po ninyo sa Ombudsman doon po sa annexes ng iyong affidavit na pinasa po dito sa House?
Hindi po. Kasi doon po sa final namin sa Ombudsman, may graft cases yun graft and plunder cases. So ibang body of evidence po ang sinumiti namin. Pero galing din po karamihan dito doon sa investigasyon ng Quadcom at ng Committee on Good Government po ng House of Representatives. So, yon iba po ang focus noon. Dito po itong ang naging primary role is yung sa ill-gotten wealth at yung involvement nila sa illegal drugs, Your Honor.
That will be all. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Gonzales.
Salamat po, Your Honor.
I think we have raised more than enough clarificatory questions to our resource person, former Senator Sonny Trillanes. But before we excuse him, may we direct the COMSEC to call the Vice President again.
Thank you, Madam Chair. May we know if the respondent, Vice President Sara C. Duterte, is present? The respondent is not present today, Madam Chair.
Let it be placed on record that the COMSEC call again the Vice President. That is for the purpose of the committee to be able to cater the opportunity to present her evidence, including counter evidence, including as well raising clarificatory questions to resource person, former Senator Sonny Trillanes. But of course, that should be done through the justice members. That is for the record. With that, with the indulgence of the justice members, we are now excusing former Senator Sonny Trillanes. Maraming salamat po for dedicating your time in this committee. May we know from the justice members if you have additional clarificatory questions for the Ombudsman? They've been here since this morning. No more? With the indulgence of the members, we will be excusing the representatives from the Ombudsman. Maraming salamat po for spending so much of your time to the Justice Committee.
On behalf of Ombudsman Remulla, thank you so much for your honors.
Before you leave, Ombudsman representative, there's additional question from PS JJ Suarez.
Thank you, ma'am. I just want to take this opportunity to thank the Ombudsman. I just wanted to find out, last week kasi nagkaroon kami ng hearing at doon sinabi ng COA na lumabas na yung desisyon nila na dininay po nila yung motion for reconsideration or appeal ng BP regarding confidential funds. So therefore, pinasasooli po nila yung pera doon sa mga individual kasama na po yung Vice President. Ano na po bang naging action ng Ombudsman's Office doon?
Your Honor, we're only here to testify about the existence of the silence of the Vice President.
Thank you so much.
With all due respect.
Sorry, ma'am. Probing.
Okay. Any more questions for the Ombudsman? Because if there's none, we will be excusing them. Okay? So silence means yes. The Ombudsman is excused. I saw E.D. Buenaventura also making gesture to be excused. May we know from the members if you have other clarificatory questions for the AMLC? No more. So the AMLC is likewise excused. Maraming salamat po, Ombudsman and AMLC, for spending so much of your time dito po sa Justice Committee. We shall now proceed to our next resource person. Our next resource person is the SEC. The floor is now open for clarificatory questions to the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Madam Chair. Madam Chair.
The Honorable Ridon is recognized.
Okay, ngayon naman po, pag-usapan po natin yung mga kumpanya po na nailista ni Vice President Sara Duterte sa kanya pong 2024 SALN at iba pa. Ito po kasi yung paliwanag ng pong mga supporters ng pangalawang Pangulo na nagmumula daw po yung pong bulto ng ibang kita ng mag-asawang Duterte Carpio mula daw po sa mga iba pang mga negosyo labas sa kita sa sweldo mula po sa pamahalaan. So, sa SEC po, dala po ba yung mga certified true copies ng mga hinihingi pong dokumento, yung po mga GIS at AFS?
Magandang hapon po, Madam Chair and member of the committee.
Kindly speak closer to the microphone, sir.
Naisumite na po namin sa meeting ito yung mga dokumentong hinihingi ayon po sa subpoena yung pinadala sa amin. Ito po ay tinanggap yung
We know the manifestation of the SEC.
report po. Yung mga dokumento po para sa mga sa kumpanyang Metro City Chow Foods, King Chow Foods Corporation, GenCorp Industries Incorporated, Carpio Lawyers, may partnership po ito. Then, nagsabit po kami ng certificate of non-registration po nung tinatawag na 888 ISPRO. Nagpadala rin po kami ng dokumento para sa Carpio Foods Corporation. Para sa Fisheries Corporation, MATI, the City Ice Plant and Cold Storage Incorporated, Amiana Shores, Geometry Security and Investigation Agency, at yung pong cable tow, PTH Shipping and Marine Services.
Ito po.
Nagpadala po.
Sige po, isa-isahin po natin yung mga kumpanya. Pero una muna, tumutok po tayo
Ito
dito sa
po.
GenCorp.
Ingat po. God bless po.
Can we flash to the screen po yung pong mga financial statements ng GenCorp Industries. Yung relevance
Ayan,
po,
so
ito,
na-drop na natin siya. Maraming salamat po sa panonood at hanggang sa muli po. Ingat at God bless. Paalam po muna pansamantala. Tayo ay gagawa na ng ibang video sa ating susunod na misyon. Paano po?